There's a quiet mistake I see all the time when people are building a brand. It doesn't look like a mistake at first, but it slowly slows everything down. It usually comes from good intentions. People are trying to be helpful. They're trying to share everything that they know, but that's where the problem actually starts. I've worked with business owners and creators who had a lot to offer. They knew their industry, they had a lot of experience, they had their stories, tips, and ideas, so they shared all of it. One day, they talked about one topic. The next day, they switched to something else. Then they added another idea because it felt important too. None of it is wrong, but taken together, it can feel very scattered. People didn't know what this brand was really about anymore. That's when I started noticing the pattern. When you try to say everything, people actually don't hear anything at all. The brain likes very simple paths. So when there are too many directions at once, the brain's going to stop and take a break and try to process, which means that people usually don't take action. So this is why growth slows, even when effort is very high. I've had to catch myself doing this too. And there were times when I wanted to talk about branding, content, strategy, mindset, and growth all at the same time. But every time I pulled back and I focused on one main idea, things felt lighter. My message made more sense. And actually, people started to follow along a lot easier. Strong brands don't say more. They actually repeat what matters over and over again. They choose one main direction and let everything support that direction. Over time, that repetition builds understanding, and understanding is going to build trust. You can still have as many ideas as you'd like, you just don't want to share them all at the same time, all at once. If your brand feels scattered, then simplify the message. Focus is going to create momentum. So focus on one direction and then use everything else to support that direction. Growth doesn't come from saying everything you know. It actually comes from helping people understand one thing very clearly. Now, if you want to build a brand that grows with clarity instead of a lot of chaos and confusion, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, friend. I appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then like and subscribe to support Brand Impact 365 with LaMorvielle. And if you are struggling with your brand impact, then watch the next video.